Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fred Before Bed. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fred Before Bed. For those of you who are new to the show, we are a late-night talk show here on the campus of SUNY Fredonia, and we are excited to be here for episode 4 of season 6. I am joined alongside by many of our lovely panelists here. We're going to let them introduce themselves in just a minute, but before we get to that, I just wanted to let you know, throughout the show, we're going to be talking about any funny news stories, things that are going on in the entertainment world, and just things going on in the world. So we also like to interact with you, our audience, throughout the show. So feel free to tweet at us on Twitter. @FredBeforeBed is the Twitter handle. We'd love to hear your thoughts on any of the topics that we're talking about here tonight. So without further ado, panelists, how's it going? How's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Jake Jablonski, and I have nothing interesting to say about myself, as usual.
I'm Noonie. Hi. Oh, I was going to do a thing. I'm supposed to plug this show called Conspiracy.
Oh.
Because of my good friend King Dowd and Will Saddleberg. I don't care.
I like Conspiracy.
I don't care.
I like it too.
I love Conspiracy. And I was going to do a funny thing. I was going to pull that thing on the wall, but it's mounted to the wall. Ken was going to give it to me. But, whatever.
The fire
Shameless
alarm?
plug. No.
There's no shame.
The posters are in the green room.
Pull the fire alarm instead.
Oh. And I'm Dan Corvo, and I'm definitely not wearing silver pants right now. Promise you on that.
Or
You can
pants at
take
all.
a look. They're not silver. They are gray. Thank you, Liza.
All right. So on that note, we have a few things that we want to talk about before we jump into our topics for the week. First thing we want to talk about in this event is an event that's coming up Saturday, November 5th in Steele Hall at 3:15 p.m. And that event is the 22 Push-Up Challenge. This challenge is being put on by the Brothers of Kappa Sigma, and this is to show respect and to honor those who have served in the armed forces. It's bringing awareness to the fact that 22 military veterans commit suicide each day, and so they are asking you to join them in Steele Hall at 3:15 this Saturday, November 5th, to help raise awareness by joining them in the 22 Push-Up Challenge. So please don't be shy, come on down. Even if you can't do a push-up, they'd love to see your support. And once again, that's going to be in Steele Hall, Saturday, November 5th at 3:15 p.m., hosted by Kappa Sigma. The next thing that we'd like to talk about briefly is the activities that are going to be happening this week and that have been happening throughout the week for Fredonia's very own It's On Us Week. This is a campaign to help stop sexual and interpersonal violence here on our campus. For the remainder of the week, tomorrow there's going to be a panel discussion on interpersonal violence in minority communities. That's going to be in McEwen 202 at 7 p.m. And Friday there's going to be a Green Dot Bystander Awareness Training in Williams Center G 103C, and that's going to be taking place from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So please stop down in McEwen and take the pledge as Fredonia does their very own It's On Us Week campaign to help stop sexual and interpersonal violence on our campus. And finally, the last thing we'd like to talk about briefly is a vote that is coming up next Tuesday and Wednesday, November 8th and 9th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Be on the lookout for a vote for the student activities fee. There's currently a proposition that would make you have the option to make this activities fee voluntary. We would like to encourage you to continue to make this vote to be mandatory. If this vote becomes voluntary, you're going to see a severe impact in the funding that helps put organizations and clubs here on campus on the map. Without this money, these clubs and organizations are really going to struggle. There's going to be very little budget, and campus is not going to be what we are used to. There's not going to be quite the amount of funding that is needed to have things continue the way they have been around here in Fredonia. So please, we ask you to go out, make sure your voice is heard, place your votes, and make sure that the student activity fee stays the way it is, because I think we can all agree that the clubs on campus are what make Fredonia such a great place. We would hate to see anything change with that. So without further ado, let's jump into this week's topics. Guys, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right.
Born ready.
First topic we got to talk about is this past weekend, Halloween. Everyone have a good Halloween?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Good.
So
So,
almost had a heat stroke.
Ridiculous.
Damn.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, you know.
That was awesome.
What'd you do?
So I was a panda for Halloween. If anyone
Nice.
saw a full panda bodysuit anywhere in their area, that was your boy.
I totally forgot.
And yeah,
Took
it
a
was a
Snapchat of
great
that.
time. We did take a
Awesome.
Snapchat. It was a great time, minus the overheating and vomiting that occurred a little while after.
Totally
being
believe that.
out. So yeah.
Did you guys see that T-Rex? That was in
Yes.
He was walking around campus with the Jurassic Park theme song.
Okay,
That was
that
amazing.
that costume's awesome and I love it, but I don't know if you've ever looked online. It's $100.
My
I had a
panda suit
plan
was
where I
so
wanted
Who's
to
got
have
that
like
kind of money?
20 people all get them and then like run around together,
That-
but like no
there
one
was,
You're
like,
looking at
multiple-
$2,000
Exactly, everyone was
production.
like,
There was more than one. So
There's
it was
a
pretty
video
late.
online, I think, of like those people wearing suits like that and playing like dinosaur soccer, and I think it's the funniest
the
thing to
funniest
watch because they
thing.
just crash into each other
With
with
the
their
heads,
heads on
yeah.
Did you see the
purpose.
two on the beach during whatever the recent hurricane that?
I don't think so.
Sorry, I don't know what the name
Okay,
Hurricane
Matthew.
Matthew.
Sure, that
That's
one. I live in Buffalo.
You
Anyway.
sure?
Yes.
Keep going.
It was very funny. It was just two like
I'll look.
there's huge waves and you've ruined it. You've ruined it for me.
I
I'm not gonna tell the
practiced.
story anymore. I'm done.
All right. Well,
Give
I'm,
Jake Dubois.
I'm glad you guys all had a good Halloween weekend.
Had a great one.
Myself,
Too
I had to work all weekend,
Oh.
so I missed out on all the fun. But I will say, I do work for a sound and lighting company up in Buffalo, so I got to go and help take down sound and light equipment at like this huge Halloween party
Spectacular.
downtown in Buffalo. And it was this huge party. There was like thousands of people there, and I'm highly convinced that the creatures of Buffalo who live in the depths somewhere throughout the rest of the year came out for this event. There was some really interesting people there,
Beautiful
like very
place.
interesting people that I did not think inhabited our city. Almost zombie-like people, which brings us
Sure
to
they
our
weren't all
first
just on
topic.
drugs?
You like
What
that
a
segue?
transition.
Whoa, ayo, getting the hang of
Holy
this.
moly.
All right,
I'm
so
excited.
our first
Very
topic
fluid.
today has to do with zombie apocalypses. There's a new apocalypse. Anyways, so there's a new study out. This study has judged 53 of the largest cities in the United States, and this survey has analyzed the survivability of a zombie apocalypse for these cities. Some New York cities that were ranked: Rochester ranked in at 37, Buffalo at 47, and New York City at 53, the absolute bottom of the list. So, at Twitter at home, everyone viewing at home, if you guys have any thoughts about this topic, tweet them in now so we can get your tweets in by the end of this topic. And I'm going to just toss it to you guys right away. What are you thinking on this zombie apocalypse? The
I mean,
statistics
like,
aren't
I'm
looking
gonna
good.
die because I'm from New York
City
City.
girl, city girl.
I'm from New York City, so if a zombie apocalypse ever were to happen, you know, just know that I'm dead already. Just know
That's
I'm
like a
already dead.
dream.
There is but no hope.
I would have
There's
so
no
much
hope.
fun. I think that'd be like the greatest thing ever. I know that sounds weird.
To
but-
be in the city during?
No, to be in.
Dan,
like,
where's your hometown?
if there was like
I'm
a way
from
for the world.
Albany,
Yeah, where the
and
heck
I'm
are you
pretty
from?
sure I did not see it on that list.
Yeah, I don't
and
think it was
actually
ranked.
wonder
It's not that
how
big of a
Albany
city.
would do, because I mean it's a rather
Probably
large
well,
area.
because all the government stuff's there, so they'd be like, protect
I
the
guess.
government.
But see, that's what I would think about like Los Angeles, but they're on that list as well. And if I saw correctly, they're not ranked very well.
I think it's about like the people. It's like the
I think
type
it's-
I'm
of
also
people.
not really surprised that
population-wise,
New York
too.
City is at the bottom because, like, I read this thing somewhere that you're more likely to be bit by somebody from New York City than anybody else in the country, and that's a fact.
Like
And
right
that's
now.
before
No, we have a
zombies.
lot of anger, so we exert that anger in really weird ways. And I've observed like some weird instances of biting.
You made it sound like you've been one of these people. To
I mean,
do
I'm
such.
sure
I just
almost
feel
on
like-
a couple
well,
of
the ones
occasions.
Zombie apocalypse is like kind of one of those like disease outbreaks kind of thing.
I mean,
cool.
even so,
And-
if you go to the Bronx, like you just breathe in the air, you just like
Boom,
you get
zombie.
all sorts and STDs.
I'm just all right.
You're not
So
wrong, though.
I'm thinking,
not wrong.
like, if there's some sort of like disease
The two
outbreak,
people
though,
from the
I feel
Bronx
like it's
watching are
based
like-
upon population, where like it would just spread quicker because there's like too many people confined into a small area.
Kill everybody.
Where like Buffalo is like there's a lot of people, like suburbs and stuff, so like there's a little more room. But like Rochester is even better so because it's like not as big of a city. So I feel like your best bet is probably to be like in like middle of nowhere,
I feel like
Idaho.
Kansas
or
would do
something.
really
Yeah.
well in this scenario.
Or
A lot of corn
Arkansas.
out there.
There's so much.
or
that'd be so
Iowa
cool.
or anyone. flyover states with a lot of corn and water and
You're trying to
rocks.
get some corn? Let's go to Kansas.
Zach Kellerman has added in on Twitter. He's saying, "Let's go Buffalo." He says,
Ranking.
"We better believe that
That is why.
the Bills fans will be the drunken style of zombies."
That's so funny,
Which
though.
could lead to why we're ranked so poorly. It could be because
It
we're
has to do with
Bills
the Let's
fans.
Go Buffalo. It's because everyone would be freaking out about the zombie invasion, and some kid would be like,
I also think-
"Oh, oh," and
And
everyone
all the
would
zombies
totally
would chant.
Game
Okay.
over. Everyone's distracted.
Okay.
It happens
feel like the
everywhere we go.
timing-
Every single public place I've gone within like an hour and a half of Buffalo, that happens at.
The
Period.
timing could have something to do with it too. If The Walking Dead's new season is premiering, people are just not gonna care that this person looks like a zombie and just go up to him like, "High five, man," and just, "Oh, I'm dead," kind of.
So we all seem to be from a place that's not going to fare too well in this zombie apocalypse.
I'm
so
gonna be fine.
if you had the option to go
I'm
somewhere
gonna
else,
be great.
where would you go?
Kansas.
Kansas?
Oh.
Getting out
Alaska?
Kansas.
Alaska? Okay.
Cold.
Wait,
Boat.
no, Australia.
A boat.
Oh, I might. I'm gonna hang with the ruse.
Boat. Big
love
boat,
that.
lots of guns.
All right.
Boom.
Big boat, lots of guns. I would say like an island or
On a
somewhere, just
certain
because you're
ocean.
secluded.
How are you gonna get to that island?
You're secluded with
My
Jake's
boat.
boat. All right, and case
Can't
closed.
sail there
Next
on their
topic.
Alaskan houses and stuff. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, Jake just closed the case on that one. I think that's.
Every zombie movie ever, you just got a boat.
You're fine.
Zombies can't swim.
They can't.
Can they? I don't
They
know.
can't
If
run
they do,
either.
it's probably I don't.
Slow?
The Walking Dead thing, where like
They-
zombies are like crazy. I don't buy that. Or don't they just stroll?
They're supposed to like. Well, I bought the
That's
Zombie
true.
Survival
I'm
Guide
gonna be
book
fine.
like way back in middle school, and I read
Come on.
half of it. I can't read a whole book. I'm
impressive.
sorry. But you know what, Liza? I'll talk how I want to talk about this book, and you're gonna.
Yeah,
listen.
go get some coffee and take
It's
a
like
sit.
it said a lot about how they would move, and they can't climb, they can't run,
Oh.
they can only eat a certain amount before they would actually like pop.
I'm
Like, because they're gonna
definitely
want to eat, but then they're gonna be like, they're gonna look like the
Even
McDonald's
zombies get
customer
food
you laugh
babies.
at sometimes.
Oh.
Zombies get food babies.
Am I wrong?
All right. So New York City's ranked poorly in zombie apocalypse
R.I.P. to me.
survivability rate. Let's just hope it doesn't happen because it sounds like we would all be doomed except Jake.
That's
and
all
his boat.
fantasy.
Boat and guns.
Moving on.
Knock on wood.
Idiots of the internet and idiots of the world once again have struck hard this time. A man in Ukraine legally changed his name this week to iPhone 7.
That guy looks familiar.
That is his new legal name. This man changed his name after an electronics store in Ukraine, in Kiev, offered a promotion that the first 5 people to legally change their name would receive a free Apple iPhone 7 valued at $850 in the Ukraine. So 5 people did this, apparently. Or at least maybe just this one man did. And so that's his new legal name, is iPhone 7, and he got a free iPhone 7. I don't know if it's worth it.
Totally under.
100%
underpriced.
worth it.
Not at all.
I would do that any day
Are you
of the year.
serious? You'll change
your
your name
name
for
for
All right,
$850.
so
in the
I'll pay you
article-
$850.
In the
to change
article,
your name.
they say that it only costs $2 to change your name from whatever it is to whatever it is.
Can you change it back?
Meanwhile, an iPhone costs $850. I do not care how much.
But that's like your
But-
name
Because
now.
she's
It's
already
not worth
talking
it.
about the iPhone
I would do
8,
it.
So it's,
Really?
like,
I
it's already going to be
300%.
outdated.
I'll buy you
Yeah.
an iPhone 7, but it's not going to be iPhone 7 in your name. It's going to be something way more disgusting, embarrassing, and awful. But
Worse.
like $850
Like
is
Smelly
like-
McGee.
Yeah, that's
I-
low.
no,
That's a low
that's
end
different
price.
in every form.
That's a low end
iPhone
price.
7 versus Smelly McGee. I really don't think I'll take that.
Smelly
but
McGee
iPhone
is a little
7
less creative than I would get. I
Come
need
on,
some
you have a
time.
store. You know how
Let
people
me
ask
sit
like.
and marinate.
People can ask, like, what's the origins of your last
I'll
name? What's the
drum up a
origins of your
price.
middle name? Someone's going to ask me, what's the origins of your entire damn name? And I'm
Oh,
gonna be
well.
like, bam.
I sold my name for
It's a set.
$850.
2. It's only 2. And
It puts
he
a low
does
price
say-
on your morals.
Yeah, that's
It
what I'm
really
saying.
does.
That's
Yeah.
I
crazy.
never said I have high-priced morals.
Nicole Miller chiming in on Twitter saying that she has an iPhone 7. It's worth it, apparently, in her mind.
Must I say more?
I hope all my friends get them so that no one can play music in my car anymore.
I wonder,
That's
like,
my
do you
own
think you
help.
could change it back after
I
the
think
fact?
it also
That's-
says he's going to eventually, but
There's
he's
probably
not
like
quite sure yet.
a period you can't.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, you
It's like
definitely
changing
probably
your
have to have
Facebook
it for a
name.
year
You can
or
only
so.
do that like once a
so
month.
often.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
All right, so that was that. And this guy's only 20, so, I mean, he's kind of like a young, dumb
I
kid.
swear there's a kid on campus who looks exactly like him. I was in a
Arguably
group with
so,
him, and I
yeah.
can't remember the kid's name,
So
I've
it's
seen
his actually his last name is
7.
iPhone Sim. His last name is iPhone Sim because Sim in Ukrainian is 7. So it's iPhone Sim. And his friends and family have noted that they were at first shocked, but eventually supported the idea. I feel like that would be a tough one to break to Ma. You know what I mean?
What was his name before? Did it say?
I don't. Let's see.
Was it
It
normal?
was
It does not.
Alexander something, I'm pretty sure.
Some
Maybe,
Alexander.
maybe he was
Locked
just
in.
like made fun of his for his name his whole life, and this was his way out.
This was his way out, and he got a free iPhone.
What's
out
up,
of it at the same
Alexander?
time.
Finally.
Olex Lamer.
You look
Now
closely
your
and you
iPhone
find
7.
out
How
his
do you
name
make
is
fun of
like
that?
Alexander Butts or something. By the way, oh never mind.
Butts.
I'm not gonna tell that story. I'm not gonna tell that story.
You might have
All
to
right.
tell the
Continue
story
with the
later.
next thing. That's not
So
offensive.
moving on to our next topic here, a Russian couple had a wedding recently. They invited all their friends and family, of course, like anyone does with their wedding.
Debatably.
But they also had a other pretty interesting guest at their wedding, a gigantic grizzly bear, just full-size bear, like full-size bear. We're talking bear.
Me without a shirt.
Can I make it any clearer that it's a bear?
Is that really
I just want to make it clear. So they had this bear at their wedding. The bear's name was Stepan.
Steppin'.
Stepan.
Not Steven, just spelled
No, there's
terribly.
no H.
It's actually
Yeah.
just Stepan.
And the bear not only was a guest, the bear was the officiant for their wedding. Not sure how that works because I'm pretty sure there's got to be some dialogue involved with that.
Where did he go to school to learn how to do that?
He
Don't
got
you
like
have
the
to get, like-
online
You need to have
certificate.
your
There's
degree.
got to be
Online.
something to get like certified in that, right?
One would think. One would think.
Because if that's not the case, I'm gonna start dressing up as like a wizard
Not
for
even wearing
anyone that
one
wants
thing.
me to just be
Ooh.
like, "Hey, you're married now, alakazam." I don't-
Wizard weddings are huge this year. It's true. It's a really good.
You're not
thing.
wrong.
Yeah. Isn't
So-
anyone wearing a little I don't know what it's called. I'm not religious. I'm
Bow
sorry.
tie?
It's not
Nope.
a bow tie.
He
but, you know
I
what
know
I'm
what
you
you're
know,
talking
the-
about, but I
the-
don't know.
I honestly don't even know the word for the guy who stands up. Minister? Minister.
There we
Boom.
go.
He has like the little white
Collar.
Little-
collar
little
thing
piece
that
collar.
religious
He was
guys
not
wear.
wearing any outfits in the pictures shown.
Yeah,
That's
wearing a
that's
little cute little
that's a
bow tie.
missed opportunity.
But the couple is saying like they had this idea, they were really excited, they really wanted to make it happen, but at the same time they admitted that they were scared because they understood that this was a bear and unpredictable and a large animal.
Where did the bear come from? Did it
found
come
it.
from just from the wild?
No, I think it's it's a trained bear, but still you never know with these kind of
A
things.
wild bear.
Yeah, I mean,
just
like
doing
it's
the
not. Bears
inauguration.
are just like running free in Russia, so it's just like
So-
why not just grab a bear off the street or in the wild?
Come officiate our wedding.
Just hold my hand really quick.
He's
We
like
got
holding
some-
a steak the whole
And
time.
just offer him some vodka or something.
My question for you guys now is if it wasn't a bear for you, if you could have any animal officiate your
Oh.
wedding, what would it be?
Humpback whale.
Humpback whale?
Yeah.
Dan, what would your
Come
animal
back.
be?
Go to him first.
So you want to have like an underwater wedding? Is what you're saying?
Nah, I just want like a whale to sing its song to me while I'm getting married.
There you
I
go.
think that's the most
Aw,
beautiful
so
Sing
thing.
no
you
like
out down the
musical
aisle.
guest. You would
Nah,
just want that.
the whale, just like the
That's
symphony
a
of
hard
whales.
one.
Oh my
honestly.
God. Who?
Jake,
what animal
what about
would I
you?
want?
I mean, definitely not a bear or like something that could tear my face off in the midst of the wedding, because that seems like a serious possibility at that point. Isn't it like, I don't know about a bear, something that can literally kill me in a couple seconds? No thanks. Something cute. I don't know, like I don't know.
Chihuahua.
Actually,
Yeah, a little baby chihuahua.
if I felt like annoying, like if I had this wedding and
Zebra.
strictly invited people that I'm not a big fan of, I definitely can promise you I would hire a sloth because it would take him so
Interesting.
long to hand me anything. But if it was family and like people I appreciate, panda.
Oh,
Probably
panda would be cute.
I would
Panda
love
would be
a big
cute.
old
I'm pretty
panda.
sure she's
And
already
it
dressed.
kinda
I'm pretty
looks
sure
like
pandas
yes,
can mess you
thank
up.
you.
Already dressed
I'm glad we're on the same
occasion.
page
Well,
there.
that's why I was gonna say like a zebra, because he's got like the black and white going on.
Okay.
If
Like
it
a
was
penguin.
Or
Rock.
exactly a
If
penguin.
it was Chris Rock as
Emperor
the zebra,
penguin.
yes.
Okay.
From Madagascar.
So an animated character now instead of an animal. I like the penguin idea.
See, if I had to go with an
Sound
animal,
wave.
I'm gonna say that I would go with like just a big old silverback gorilla.
See,
They're
that's
so-
that's like a
Okay.
that's like a
Harambe?
face face tearing.
yeah, like
off situation.
Harambe's
back?
cousin or something.
Harambe's
silver-
cousin Bayram. Hey, Bayram.
Haven't we learned our lesson? No.
I just feel like
Don't mess
I
with
just feel like they're
silverback
they're pretty much people. Let's admit it. They're the
That's
next
the
best
scary
thing to
Pretty
people.
much.
He died for us.
Put a little like suit jacket on them. Yeah, R.I.P. Harambe.
I'll never let it die.
Never.
But it already happened. What?
Never let go. So, a Russian couple was married by a bear, and to make it clear, once again, they were married by a bear, a real bear, a full-size
Should
bear,
be official.
a bear.
You had to go to like a town hall after and get the real marriage certificate. I don't believe.
That's
that,
the
like,
thing
that
is,
was
did
the
it
thing.
count? Did it count? I guess it did,
If
according
they
to this
got
article.
some form of license out of it,
Probably.
pics or it didn't happen.
That had to
Do
be
you
the
think
girls
that these
idea.
was like that these two people were like the weird cousins
The
that
girls'
do
idea.
really
Yes.
weird
Oh,
yeah.
stuff?
Oh,
yes.
So it was like, oh, like
Yes.
of
Oh,
course
these two
their
again.
wedding's gonna have.
What are you guys
this
doing?
weird
Oh, I'm waking up
thing.
at 3 in the morning going to go hunt some owl. You down? They're also the same people that are going to go get
Owls
married by a
good
bear.
eating, apparently.
You know they hunt owls.
Yeah.
All right. Apparently
Do they hunt
owls.
owls? Is that like
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not guaranteed. Fact check, please. Twitter followers.
All right. So another topic here. We have a woman who is 116 years old. She is officially the world's oldest woman. Going to be turning 117 at the end of this month on the 29th.
Knock on wood.
This woman has been approached about what's her secret to the fountain of youth and everlasting life. And turns out it's in her diet. And her diet consists of 2 raw eggs per day and some cookies. And according to this article, that's it. So apparently we're doing it all wrong. If you want to live forever, just 2 raw eggs a day, some cookies. Your thoughts on this, guys? What are you thinking? Noonie?
I think it's BS. You know, I
Ooh.
just feel like she just got lucky. Because
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I've heard of other people who just, this one woman, she just drinks Pepsi, Dr. Pepper all day, and she's lived to like 102. My grandmother, she's almost 84. She's been smoking like 15 cigarettes a day since like the 50s, and her doctors predict she's gonna live till at least 100. So I think it's all just comes down to like genetics or something.
Yeah, my grandma pretty much lived on like Virginia Slims and like chicken noodle soup for like the past 6 years of her life. Like, shouts out to you, Grandma. Like, I don't know. I feel like every old lady would be like, whatever they eat is.
Yeah, my grandma's doctor said, yeah, whatever you're doing it, and that involves smoking.
You're doing
15 Marlboros a day.
doing okay right now. Just keep going. Maybe that's what happened to her. Like one day she was like, oh, I'm gonna eat some eggs, and then right before she went to the doctor, she had like a cookie, and then he was like, good job,
Nice.
whatever you're doing.
10 out of 10.
Take it real
It just
serious.
seems like such a limited diet. It seems like you'd be missing out on some like crucial like food groups and ingredients on there.
I mean, she's old, whatever.
It'd be such a funny like YouTube video to like film her getting up in the morning with like the Rocky music playing in the background and her
Yeah.
like, cracking the eggs and like just doing
This
nothing.
could be a
So-
test for our Twitter viewers. If you could live without eating cheesecake your whole life, tweet in #cheesecake right now. And I doubt we're going to have like less than 5 people not tweet
I would
that
say
in
no
right now.
people. are gonna
That's
tweet that in.
ridiculous
You need
because
cheesecake.
cheesecake is life.
Facts.
I need it, and I'm probably dying soon because I've never eaten a single egg in my life.
I thought you were gonna say I've never eaten a single piece of cheesecake in my life. After you just went on that whole rant about how he needs
Yeah,
it.
that was like so crazy.
So my question actually for the Twitter viewers, and then I'm gonna toss it over to you guys, is if you could pick what 2 things of food would make you live forever, if you could only eat those 2 things, and then it would make you live forever, what would you pick
It's so easy.
as those 2 food items?
Cheesecake and Coca-Cola.
Cheesecake and
Honestly,
Coca-Cola.
cheesecake might be
Noonie,
one of-
what is it?
Mozzarella sticks and chicken wings.
Mozzarella sticks and chicken wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Jake Jabla.
Well, Mighty Taco is definitely one of them. 110%.
It's got to be.
Well,
We got to narrow
Mighty
it down.
Taco,
We got
I
to
had a
narrow it
bad-
down.
Oh, you want me to narrow it down? A nacho buffito with the ground chicken instead of the strip chicken with extra blue cheese and extra crumbled chips, lettuce, no tomato. Do not get my stuff wrong, Jim.
Shout out
I
to
know you,
Jim.
Jimbo. I would actually like to pass a shout out to Jimbo from the Seneca Street Mighty Taco because like every time I pull up and I hear that man's voice, I'm like, he gets it right every time.
All
Go
right.
to
What was your
Buffalo.
second food after that?
Just more Mighty Taco. Honestly.
More?
I actually might go with cheesecake. Cheesecake is like probably the supreme dessert choice, and you can't have just like all savory options. You need.
I think my
She's
options.
got the eggs and the cookie. You can't just do
I
like
just
eggs.
realized
And,
You gotta
also
do
I never said
sweet and
2
savory.
foods. Cheesecake and wings. Yes. I
Okay.
said Coca-Cola.
Wings
It's
I
not
get
really a
so
food.
tired of.
We
Really?
have
Yeah, I like wings, man, but like.
a couple people on Twitter chiming in. Liz Standing Bear, Liz Hodge 7997 says cupcakes and mac and cheese is
Mac
her
and cheese is
go-to
a good one.
for life. And Evelyn says tequila and Advil, which is not a good
Neither are
combination.
foods, but I agree.
Not quite what we were looking for, but hey, I guess anything goes.
Together.
I'm gonna say for my foods, it's got to be like chicken patties because there's always chicken patties in my freezer
Good
at
call.
home.
But that's not a.
I had too many
Because
of
you're
those in
already
high
living
school
off them.
lunches.
That's the thing you want to live off.
Yeah, well, like
Yeah,
it's been
they're
working so
questionable.
far. I haven't died
Oh,
yet,
okay.
so might as well keep going. I'm still alive, and I've been eating those. So.
Oh, I want to change my answer.
All right, but I gotta pick my
Pastelitos.
second thing first.
Wow.
All right, my
Just
second.
kidding.
My second thing, probably, I don't know, like chicken patties, and then maybe
Gotta be something sweet, man.
it's got to be something
Well,
sweet.
no, it doesn't have to.
I would
just
say
feel
like I
that's
really
the
like I
recipe.
like pizza, but like not like a cheap pizza, like a good pizza.
New York City,
New York City
pizza.
Is not good at
Yeah,
all.
no, buffalo
Listen,
pizza.
I literally.
Whoa.
I
Whoa, all
know.
right, we're not gonna
Whoa,
get into
no,
this.
no,
That's
no.
not the question
I
right now.
literally got in a fist fight over this
Buffalo
so
pizza
ready
is
to
good.
Take you on that.
I'm gonna say like a good ice cream cone will be my second one, because I usually go home at night,
can't
cuddle up into
hold
bed with a
buffalo
nice
pizza.
bowl of
I
ice
can't
cream
be
and
here
slowly
right now.
nod off to sleep.
Thank God
New
you're
York
in the
City
middle of
pizza
us
is
right
like
now.
it's like so portable. How
It
do
is
you not like?
perfection.
It's great. It's portable. Awesome. Fantastic. Not good.
But if you want something that
Not,
tastes good,
you know, it's
you go to
good.
Buffalo.
It's good. But if you
Man
want
knows
the
nothing about
best, you go to
everything.
Buffalo, New York.
Man
You
knows
drive to
nothing
Imperial,
about
and if you
everything.
don't like Imperial, you drive to Pasquale's. Period. Go somewhere else, and
Most
you're
wrong
just wrong.
human
Or
being in
bocce,
the
or just like
universe right
pizza.
now.
Well,
I kind of like your idea now.
Since things are getting a little heated,
I'm
as
very
it is,
upset.
let's
Disappointed.
heat things up a little
Not
more.
upset.
I got one more question for you guys. This isn't on the rundown sheet, so be prepared. Catching you guys off guard here.
I'm not ready for the
What
pop quiz.
I've been hearing people talk this week, now that Halloween is over, is it Christmas time or do we need to wait?
Bro,
Christmas music, Christmas
Thanks
decorations.
Freaking giving. Also, there needs to be snow for it
All
to be
right,
Thanksgiving.
decoration-wise, it's okay, because think about like the Thanksgiving decorations. I hate seeing those, but I love the food. If you're gonna put a big ass turkey outside your house, I almost didn't say it, but if you're gonna put a big ass turkey outside of your house, I'm a fan of you and I love you. If you're gonna put like the whole
whole
remember
shebang.
Jesus when he was born type thing,
It's
or
too
whatever,
early.
it's
Like
no.
for me, I'll start playing
Wait, I
some
don't-
Christmas
wait.
tunes.
There's
Have
no
you never seen that?
biblical
Gee, hold
connection
on.
to
You've
Thanksgiving.
never seen
Some all right, so I completely agree. I completely agree. There is not yet. I have seen it.
I can
have
understand
seen
you're
it.
upset. I can understand
I
why
have
you're upset.
seen it.
If someone puts Jesus on their football for Thanksgiving, I can understand why you would be upset.
I
Because
have
there's no
seen it.
correlation there whatsoever.
I've seen it, and I'm not a fan. But the
but
big turkeys.
As
I'm-
far as
I'm
the music
interested.
goes, is it time to start
Yeah,
cranking
Oh yeah.
Christmas tunes?
There's no Thanksgiving tunes. Come
Yeah,
on.
the Adam Sandler turkey song.
Does anyone care?
Who's
Yes,
Adam
I
Sandler
love
even?
Adam Sandler.
No,
So sorry.
who?
Don't hate on
think
Adam
it's a
Sandler.
little-
Oh, I don't hate on Adam Sandler, but I,
I
hate
think
on
you
the
got to
turkey
get into
song.
like the November 20th before you start doing
Yeah, I
this
feel like
stuff,
after,
man.
like maybe like on Black Friday, you know, like while you're out
Yeah.
shopping, getting them
a little bit of
deals,
snow falling.
you just kick
That's
some
when you can
Mariah
start.
Carey
Start
all I
making
want for
some
Christmas
sugar
is you
cookies.
on.
I'm ready
I mean,
whenever.
to be honest, I listen to Christmas music in the summertime, so.
And let's be honest, I think honestly, no matter what time of the year, like you said, if you hear that intro and then you hear you
You
hear
just
Mariah
gotta, like-
coming in, nobody's stopping.
Well,
That
yeah.
nobody can hold back. It's irresistible.
That's Mariah freaking Carey, man.
That's Mariah
No
friggin'
matter
Carey.
what,
That's
Mariah
true.
friggin'
I'm gonna
Carey.
write
I just
a
had the
Thanksgiving,
best connection with our
Thanksgiving,
camera guy,
traditional
Ethan.
Thanksgiving song tonight,
All right.
and I'm gonna.
So there you go. Next week's musical guest, Jake Jablonski, performing the Thanksgiving
That's
tune.
messed up.
Yo,
well, can I
Joey.
do it closer to Thanksgiving? Can I have a little more?
Yeah.
He's a little
Let's
Get
go.
them creative juices
I need a little
flowing.
more than need some turkey in me to properly write this. I need to be in the spirit.
All right. So I guess the general consensus is wait off a little bit. Is that what we're going with?
I'm ready whenever.
Thanksgiving
off.
is underappreciated.
I can be a prude. But
I think
don't wanna be.
we need to do a little bit of Thanksgiving before we can get into Christmas. I think it's too early now. Give
I'm
it a
just
couple
hungry.
weeks.
I'm just hungry. I just want some turkey.
Favorite Thanksgiving food?
Stuffing.
Stuffing.
Stuffing. But it has to be good.
Baked macaroni and cheese.
Super easy.
I
with
just
like
love anything
with
with-
like the crust on top.
Yeah. I just love
She's
anything
got it.
cheesy, honestly.
We'll get to this. We'll get to this in a few weeks. I'm sure. We'll
I
have a
can't
whole
answer
debate
it.
on
It's just
Thanksgiving food.
everything.
In the meantime, though, we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to have an exclusive Fret Before Bed interview with Fredonia's very own cross country and track team. Thanks for watching Fret Before Bed. We'll be right back.
Hey, Dad and others. Welcome back to Fred Before Bed. It's your boy, Young Strong Legs, a.k.a. Dan Corbo. I couldn't think of a third name this time around, more or less because I kind of come up with those as I'm talking, but it doesn't really matter. I'm here with the human NASCAR team, a.k.a. the cross-country team, a.k.a. track team. I don't know. It's all the same. Why don't you go down the line? Let's introduce ourselves. Yeah.
My name is Merlin Joseph. I'm from Binghamton, New York, and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nickerson. I'm from Byron, New York, and I'm a senior.
I'm Bobby Cooper. I am from Gananda. I am a senior.
Nice, nice. This is actually the first time where they've said where they're from and like their like grade or year. That's actually impressive. I feel like I didn't do my job. I'm Dan Corbo. I'm from Albany, and I'm a junior. Not sure how I made it this far, but we'll find out next time. If you have any questions for these guys, feel free to tweet in at Fred Before Bed. Yeah, that's the Twitter. So yeah, make sure you do that, and we'll ask some questions to these guys. So first things first, cross country / track. Are you guys all on the same? Or is someone specific for each, or is it the same thing? Like, I'm still kind of confused.
Well, we're all cross, but we will compete in track in different distances.
You can do both.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
it's
that's cool.
preferable to do both if you're a distance runner. Yeah.
So in terms of having a little brother that's what they like to call a sneakerhead, shoe recommendations to get into cross country / track.
I think mostly everybody has a pair of Holkas. That's usually what we train in.
Holkas, like Jorian Holka. He's our musical
Holka
guest.
one.
It's spelled Hoka. It's a relatively new.
We tried,
Like,
but that's
sports
still
company out
interesting.
there, so.
Okay.
Do you both run in Hokas? I don't run in Hoka.
What do you run in?
I run in Convaras.
Canvara. These are both brands of shoes I have never heard of in my entire life.
But I wouldn't go to me. I just run.
I mean,
run.
mostly
I,
pe-
I
I mean,
run.
that's
I
a
run,
question I
I
would
run
ask.
the
run with
I run
Asics
the
or
crap
Nike,
out
so
of
I
my
think that's
shoes.
more generic. There
I've
are
heard
people
those,
that run
yeah.
with Nike, so I mean, it's just whatever fits with your foot. So
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'd go
All
to
the
like
sense.
a Fleet Feet or something and have.
Fleet Feet.
That's a running store that we
No
go to.
kidding.
Yeah,
Oh my.
they'll size your foot up and sometimes they'll have you run on a treadmill to see how your foot
That's incredible.
plants so they can
Wow,
make a proper not make a proper shoe for you,
But
give
they'll
you-
like
give you-
find you
they'll
the right
find a
one.
sh-
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's like
Depending on
almost
your
a suit fitting,
almost,
but for
yeah.
your for your damn foot. That's actually incredible. I love it. Okay. In terms of, I know like cross country and stuff. Aren't there's specific things or I don't know. I would say a subgenre within cross country. Am I wrong to assume that like there's the hurdles or there's like a 40-meter dash or like the 100-meter? You can correct me if I'm wrong. This all is high school thoughts. Could be way wrong.
well, for cross country, all the guys run the same distance, all the girls run the same distance.
Okay.
But in track and field, obviously, there's different events and different things that people do, like for field and hurdling and such. So we'll be different distances and such. So I'll be at like the half mile. Bobby may be at the mile. He may be at the 3K distance. So it just depends.
Okay, so like there are those little subgenres, but they're like all just distances when you're doing cross country, and then track is the one that has the hurdles and other stuff like that. Okay, see, it's the little things I want to make sure I got down in my my vault, otherwise known as a head steel trap. Quote me on that. So how long have you been running? Go down the line again. Let's start on that end this time. Yeah.
I've been running since 7th grade, pretty much. I mean, I ran my first 5K when I was like 11,
Okay.
I think, but then I started running track in 7th grade.
Yeah, I started running in 7th grade, cross and track.
Nice, nice.
Started track in 7th grade and started cross country in 9th grade.
So it seems like
I didn't
7th
run cross
grade.
in high school.
7th grade.
I played a bunch of other sports.
You know what I did in 7th grade? I ran the mile for my middle school, which
What was
we
your-
had to
what
do.
was
Yeah,
your
what was
time?
your time?
Do
That's
you
what-
really want to know?
Yeah,
Kinda, yeah.
14 minutes and something seconds.
I think that'll make our team
Blistering.
right now.
This
was
this
probably
belly right
fire.
here, this 8-pack abs you see here, didn't always exist back in the day. You know, I used to.
You just needed
used
to
be rather
develop a little
round,
bit. I mean,
you
7th
know?
grade was a little early.
7th grade was my chubby Jufro years, where I just truly was unhappy with how I looked. Did I do anything about it? Is that any of your business? But I lived with it anyway, and it was a good time. I also rapped, for those of you that care to remember that. I don't want to remember that.
I'm going to jump in really quick with some questions from Twitter.
Interrupting
At Jake Jabla, sitting right next to me here. decided to ask, why is your stash game so fabulous?
That was a. Why are you gonna steal my question?
Kevin can have this one.
Well, we've been growing it out for a while, cause
Well, why?
and we
For what reason have you been growing it out?
we like to look pretty dirty for the yaks for the yaks and regionals. It's kind of a tradition.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we dye it.
We dyed it for Suniacs. We dyed it jet black just for men. We all sat in the bathroom and we put it on. Some people even did their eyebrows.
Oh.
The goal in cross country is to look as gross as possible.
Really?
Yeah, track you have to be all nice, cut and clean and fast. But cross country, you just got to go out there and grind it out while just looking disgusting. At least that's the way we look at it, and a few other schools too.
Absolutely.
So we actually have another question that says, what is JPD and how does it help out in cross country? I don't know if I should have asked that. Maybe I shouldn't
This
have asked
sounds
that.
very.
Okay, it's jerks per day.
All right.
All right.
You have to.
We'll leave it there.
Okay,
We'll leave
so
it there.
so here's the theory: is when you're decreasing miles in your taper coming into to championship season, you have to increase your JPD to become faster. At least that's the theory behind it. It's not a real theory.
Not quite sure I understand it yet, but we'll leave it.
You can
I
just
think
leave
Kevin
it where
has
it
more
is.
science.
Just,
I'll
just leave it where
I'll
it is.
Google it
You
when
know,
I get
you know.
home. I'll Google that when I get home. I'll be.
From Zach Kellerman, who's been very active on our Twitter feed tonight.
Here we go.
Zach Kellerman wants to know, Bobby Cooper, do you like dogs?
I love dogs.
We're gonna get along.
That's all we need to know.
We're gonna get along.
Zach Kellerman also challenged you guys earlier on in the show to that 22 push-up challenge we were talking about.
Are you
So
guys gonna be
He
attending?
wants you guys to do that.
I mean,
at
we're
some
gonna
point.
be racing.
We're gonna be racing.
We're gonna be in
competing.
regionals.
so-
Well, maybe
Will you do
at
22
some point in your
push-ups
life, do
before?
22 push-ups.
I mean,
I
we
guess.
could do 22 push-ups right now if everyone wants us to do 22.
See, I'm not gonna say I don't want you to.
Consensus says yeah.
Yeah.
There
Why
was
don't
nothing
you do
else to
22
say with
push-ups
that.
right now? That's probably not a bad idea.
Are we doing it
All right,
right now?
so here's the
Is it-
challenge. Kappa
Sam.
Sigma, this is for you guys. 22 push-up
22
challenge.
push-ups?
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll stretch for you.
I mean, we have regionals. I don't know. The push-ups wouldn't
I
be
think
all
we
that-
can do 22
All right.
push-ups.
Do you
All
need
right.
your
Away
running
with it.
shoes? Or are you
I don't want to
good?
throw off your whole
He's got
season
flip
here.
flops.
He's got flip-flops. So
If
Shout
this
out
is
to
going to take
flip-flop.
you out of the competition, please, it's not worth it. But if you want to do it, you can. Is the general consensus no? All right, let's not.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm all sad
All right.
and stuff.
You know, I'm trying to rest up. You know.
All right, not a problem.
I need
We understand.
JPD. You know.
Dan, back to you. We got no more questions from Twitter right now. So.
All right, so you guys brought up an incredible point. Dirtiness. Why? What? I woke up this morning feeling like there was an actual blob of grease in my hair when really it had just rained and I got water on my hair
just makes
and
you
I had to
faster.
shower within seconds. How are you okay with this?
Just gotta know that in the end, it's gonna make you faster.
we do whatever it takes
Yeah,
to be faster.
dirtiness is the essence of cross country running. So
This is one of the most interesting things.
Well, think
I've
about it. You're
ever
running
heard
in
my
the
life.
slop. It's by the end of the season, it's pouring outside. The courses aren't as pristine, so you got to get out there. It's a grinded out
Okay.
type of sport. So I
Okay,
mean,
because see, what I was about to do is compare it to like swimming, where they shave themselves and try and be as clean as they can to swim hella fast, whereas you guys are like, dump that slime and mud and crap on me, and I'm gonna run better. Like, oh my dear God, that's really impressive. Question that one of you guys might answer: why is Ethan's mustache so weak? And is there a way we can get him on camera really quick to show it?
He's a little younger than us, so obviously that's.
Yeah,
just-
my-
Hold
my-
on, we're
my
gonna get him
mustache
on
game
to
when I was his
demonstrate for
age
us really
was-
quick. Low key, I love Ethan, and he would be my bae if I didn't already have bae. But Ethan here
how you doing?
suffers from lackluster mustache syndrome.
you're fired.
There's a lot worse. There's a lot worse than
Are
Ethan.
you in charge of this?
There's a
There
lot worse
are.
than Ethan. Yeah.
Dan's fired. Dan's fired, by the way. Dan's fired. Executive
This
decision.
just in, Dan Corbo, aka Young Stu, has been fired from Fred Before Bed. Tune in next time to find out more.
You're on the team. You could sit here.
Yeah, you want to stay? No? He's going to leave now.
Yeah.
You guys sad about that? He just left us?
I do enjoy Ethan's presence.
You do?
Do you guys?
I
yeah.
personally love seeing him with regular size shorts on. However, right now
You should see him
we
when he
are.
runs.
I mean.
Oh,
I mean, you should see
I
our runs
don't.
right now.
I
mean,
don't.
You should see
For
his
this
running
reason.
shorts.
Are they even shorter?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think he's hiking them up right now for me.
question.
I see. You ever like gone on your computer and done
Give
like
us
a
a little
gradient?
dance.
You ever just done like the gradient with your stuff? Look at those gradient lines.
This is probably the most screen
Look
time
at
he's
that.
had
That
in his
is
whole life.
This is probably
that
the
is
most.
physique if I had ever seen it in my life.
Yeah,
Some
Ethan
people
made
get
Ethan
toned
made
in.
it famous just now. I mean, I think that's the most screen time he's ever gotten.
I'm
on
okay with
anything.
it. Uh-oh. Did we even get... oh, there they are. Yes. Thank God. So, everything is getting better and better. Let's think here. Favorite, like, let's say you ever gotten, like, first, second, like, top placing. How well have you done, and how proud of yourself were you?
In my collegiate career?
Sure. And as long as you've been doing track, your most memorable experience within it. Or, sorry, not track, cross country. I apologize if that's offensive.
Honestly, it's probably what we did just this weekend at SUNYX. That's probably the most memorable moment, like
Yeah?
for me right now.
How'd you do?
I finished in the top 25, scored 18 points for my team. We finished third. We beat a team that was, they were beating us all season, and we made it our goal to finish third, and we
Dang.
accomplished that. So, I mean, I wasn't running very well all season, but, I mean, just to come through for our team and have, like, a much better race than I've been having all season, I mean, that's
Awesome.
what it's about. So.
That's incredible. Either you guys a memorable experience?
Yeah. Well, I've never been on like the scoring part of the team, but I kind of view myself as the motivator. Kind of,
Hey,
I want to be a nice
I like
guy,
it. The
look
hype
up
guy.
to. But during my sophomore year, after a rough freshman year, I ran my butt off over the summer and increased
Did
my
you get it
mileage
back?
a lot. Yeah, it came back. But I got the most improved runner award for the team.
Oh my
my
God,
sophomore year.
nice, man. Dedication and commitment, man. That's awesome.
I definitely have to say, every time this at SUNYX and at regionals, when our team's been able to pull it together, it always makes me feel good when everyone's pretty happy to be together. And I think this year, compared to last year's, the team has been a lot closer than it has been in years past. So I mean, that's probably my favorite memory is just this year and how close we've been and how much fun it is to be on the team. I mean, of course, all the success and stuff is great too, but I just was right behind Merlin this weekend. We both did what our team needed us to do, and
That's so cool. I love hearing that because it's like you think of these teams like as soon as Ethan's done showing me his legs, you see
Those
like
legs
teams
carried
like-
him to all SUNYX second team, by the way. He finished 7th.
Trust me, it's
Don't-
nothing
so
against the legs.
he's
It's
not
about trying to
slouch
look at
runner.
a camera and in peripheral vision you see everything you're not trying to see. But like just being in a team, you can always imagine like the communication and the respect between each other and like I would almost say care just needs to be strong with
Yeah,
that.
it
and
comes
hearing-
we work on it very early. Ever since in the summer, like as soon as May is done, like from the last semester, we wait about June, and then we come into July, we have our camp out. The team chemistry starts right there, and we want to make sure that people are like motivated and they have goals that we want to set and try to accomplish. So we are always trying to be as close as a team as we can be, and it turns into like success for the most part.
Which makes so much sense. I love it. Any upcoming races you'd like to promote to try and get like people to come out, support you guys? Because you
If
sound like an
anyone-
amazing team.
if anyone came to New Jersey, that would be.
So
I would give you a pat on the back. And
more
probably,
or less home.
Probably give
things,
you
maybe?
well, not
No.
not at the current moment.
Okay.
We have our regional meet next weekend, which will determine where we finish in the Atlantic region, which is schools in New York City, and then New Jersey. And then if any of us finish high enough, then individuals will go to Kentucky to race at nationals. And I think there's a few of us that could compete to do that. And then unfortunately, we don't have any indoor meets at home. Our indoor track, while it's great having the indoor track, it's not pristine enough to
Gotcha.
compete to have meets. So I'd say the closest meet would be like a Brockport meet in like January.
Okay.
I would say.
That's
but
still something. If people that are watching right now really support these guys, they sound like an amazing team. Minus Ethan, I've never seen them myself, but they're definitely convincing to want to see when chemistry is strong, when a team shows commitment like this. Hell, I would go and see them at some point, and that's really awesome to hear, guys.
Holding
Thank
them
you
to
so
it.
much for
Thank
coming
you.
out.
Yeah.
We have one more.
Twitter really quick. We have a question from Jen Kellerman. Would
Hey,
like to
Jen.
know, do you guys ever get lost during a run?
Oh,
Like, take a
absolutely.
wrong
It-
turn?
it's happened before.
Kellerman has.
Yeah. It's happened before.
Zach
We've-
actually guided me the wrong way on a workout this year.
That's incredible.
So you just take a wrong turn, you end up in the
You
middle
took
of
the
the
there's
wrong
a-
turn
there
at
was- okay.
Albuquerque.
There have been
That's
there
what
was this
Bugs Bunny
previous
does.
we have a 15-mile loop called Harmon Hill that we have never that us guys currently on the team have never completed. So we set out to do it. And sometimes on long runs we split up. So one group, I was me, Kellerman, and Merlin. we went out, and we went out 6 miles past where we were supposed to go. So by the time when we finished up, we found this little truck place, and we were already 16 miles in. The loop's 15. So we knew we were 4 miles from campus. So we either run 20 miles or talk to somebody to try to get help. You remember that?
Yeah, and we made sure that we tried to get a phone. We thank God there was somebody that was willing to lend a phone. He called his girlfriend, who happened to be in town, and she picked us up and dropped us.
People
back
were
off on
quite
campus.
rude.
There were some people that
People
were really
just-
rude about it, and
We
just
asked,
like,
we told them we've been running 20 miles.
and they
We-
just
we
said,
need
"Oh
a
no,
phone."
keep taking
Yeah,
down that
keep
road
going.
right there." And they
And
just
where were
thought
you
we
guys?
wanted to run more.
We were out in like the
we
the
were
boonies.
we were
like,
way out.
Well, no, like where, like in
Bear Lake
Rochester
Road.
area, like where?
No, we were here in
We
Fredonia.
did not
So you
run
were
to
in Fredonia.
Rochester.
You know we wouldn't do well in a zombie apocalypse. I wonder if this is why.
Yeah.
We have bad
We get-
communication.
We get
We're
lost.
mean to each other.
You guys had to. Were you on the run last year where they had to cross the interstate?
Yeah, we were there too. Both of us were on that run where we
They
had
got
to
so
cross the
they got so
interstate.
lost that in order to get their way back, they saw Fredonia was across the interstate, and they
And
did
they just
it.
came back that way?
They
And we
did
came
it.
back.
That's amazing.
They're not dead. They played Frogger.
That's great. All right. Well,
Thank you guys for coming on the show today. We are going to be back in just a minute with more Fred Before Bed and a musical performance from Jorian Holka. Thanks for watching Fred Before Bed. We'll be right back. And we are back on Fred Before Bed. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And right now it is my pleasure to welcome into the studio for a special musical performance, Jorian Holka. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, whenever you're ready for your first song, just go ahead and take it away.
You got it. Puke stains in cigarettes. The party is in my pocket. I'm looking for a drink and a couch you call my own. Give me a bump and I will call and whisper dirty lies. The rupture in your ear and we'll both be terrified. Bloodshot eyes and your peppermint can run like dogs from the devil. Give me one last shot for my love tonight. I'll be a king forever. And you can be my sunshine. We are the devil's kind. We are the devil's kind. We are the devil's kind. And now I won't back down. I said I won't back down. I am the devil's kind. Take me into the water and pull me from the slaughter, because I've got the shakes and I'm so petrified. Bloodshot eyes and your peppermint run like dogs from the devil. Give me one last try for your love tonight. I'll be the king forever, and you can be my sunshine. We are the devil's kind. We are the devil's kind. We are the devil's kind. And now I won't back down. I said I won't back down. I am the devil's cow. We are the devil's kind. We are the devil's kind. We are the devil's kind. And now I won't back down. I said I won't back down. I am the devil's kind.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jory, how you been, buddy? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. You're so busy being all official and
Oh.
doing TV show things.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm
You
trying.
look good though. Like,
Thank you. Appreciate
better
it.
than
You
I've
look
ever
good yourself.
Hey, thanks, man.
So that leads me to my first question. Do you lift, bro?
like every like once a month maybe.
Yeah.
Like I just-
What
well,
are
I
you
do,
What are
like-
you maxing out at nowadays?
I
I know,
do, like-
and like I know there's like a million different categories,
Alright.
but what's the most impressive stat?
I like deadlifting a lot.
Alright.
I hit 518.
That's more than
so.
my car. I don't even have a car.
I don't think it.
I don't have a car.
I hope it's not more than your car. Your car would be like flying in the air if you like
I
got
don't have a
above 30
car,
miles
so
per
that
hour.
might
Oh,
be
okay.
part of the problem.
So,
but
well,
that's
no,
more than a lot.
it definitely is
That's
more
a
than an
lot.
imaginary car. So
Yeah.
So
Then my next question is let's talk about your music. Are you working on anything right now? Recording, doing anything?
I am. I'm actually recording my debut solo EP that should be out, like in the summer of next year. Not really a set plan right now, but yeah, it's gonna be like my first solo thing, apart from like a band. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, it's cool.
Sweet.
It's going good.
Congrats on that.
Thanks,
I'm sure
man.
you're having a lot of fun doing that.
For sure.
We got time for one more song, so
Okay.
if you want to take it away whenever you're ready. I know I
Sure.
keep using the phrase "take it away," but
It's a
play,
good
play your
phrase.
music, man. Just
All
play
right.
your music.
So that last one was a cover. So this is gonna be one of the original songs, not on this EP, but it's gonna be on one in the future. But it's written now, so
Wow.
music's weird, dude.
lot of
Music's weird. All right. Get what you see and you see what you get. Oh, inside and outside and all the above. What have I done to deserve your love? I threw it away when I stole your heart and let it break. But now I sit and think about what I did wrong, because all my friends seem to have gone away, and all my friends say that I'm the one caught in the mayhem of today. I look in the mirror, see what I've become. You ask me why I'm so worrisome. I turn my back on you, 'cause I can't bear to face the truth. You say that you're leaving, can't stand this place. I can't even look you in the face. I wish I could return to the sweet innocence of youth. But now I sit and think about what I did wrong, because all my friends seem to have gone away, and all my friends say that I'm the one caught in the mayhem of today. Now I sit and think about what I did wrong. Now I sit and wonder if you were the one, because all my friends seem to have gone away, and all my friends say that I'm the one caught in the mayhem of. Thank you.
Jorian Holka, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Jory,
again.
thanks so much for coming out, man. We really
Anytime.
appreciate it. Great performance.
Thank you, sir.
Hopefully, maybe we can get you back in here at
Hey,
some point.
anytime you need me.
Love having you every time. Thanks,
Thank you,
man.
sir.
Appreciate it. Special thanks to our guest, Jorian Holka, and the cross-country team here at Fredonia. And thank you to all of you for tuning in. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. I'm Noah Maciejewski. Thanks for watching Fred Before Bed. Have a good night, everybody.